akatundu ak'omubiri nyaffe Uganda. Weebuuze to the growth, development, the peace, the justice of this nation. What is my contribution? Tuleme kubeera mu blame game. Buli omu ng'anenya mulala, buli omu alwane. Bwe baba bantadde mu magye ne police ne prisons, ekyo kitongole kikuuma ddembe. Namwe mukole muleete ddembe. Bwe baba batadde mu kitongole ekiramuzi kuleeta bwenka, let me pass fair and honest judgment. Tijire that sikole so because we are human. Naye nga ngezaako nga bwe kisobo kakati naffe abali eno oyinza omuntu okutugamba tinammwe nno munyigire okulyowa emyoyo. Ffe twewaddeyo naffe bannaye tujja kugezaako. But also make yourselves available. Make yourselves available. Kati tugendeyo mu kuziika oyina akalowoozo owulira nti Katonda akakufuyiridde wakabanyizeeko bakungubazi nga balwanira mukyere. It is very painful. Let each of us consider themselves as part of Mother Uganda, our Mother Uganda. And then we make a contribution. Because none of us is without a gift. I want to end. The last reading was picked from the Gospel of St. John, and in the Catholic Church today it's the reading of the day. I am amazed. Yes, Father is nodding. We read it in Uganda, but now it's in English. It's the reading that is situated when our Lord Jesus was telling his listeners, his disciples and followers, and especially the apostles, that his time of departure was soon. And he's telling them, be resilient, be prepared for this suffering of my parting. This pain is natural to us. When a friend goes, we feel pain, and especially when they go to meet the Creator. But also even seeing off somebody from the airport. I had an experience. I was one time the treasurer of Masaka Serverus Jjumba, and I was asked to take a priest to the airport who was going for further studies. And the mother was saying, God bless you with many more days. Now, reading was challenging us. I think the lawyers amongst us understood the message more clearly than the rest of us who are not land friends. We have a narration of a situation where Festus brings the case of St. Paul to the attention of the king. And he says, it's not fair to pass sentence to anybody before they are listened to. Baroye principle mutya. The basic principle of justice of being given a fair hearing. These are the values we must celebrate as we remember our gallant, foreign, and those who are living, men and women, who sacrifice their time, their money, some sacrifice their schooling. I know a number who left Makerere and went to the bush. I think even the best is among them. The late, who was this lady? Major from Toro, and Mayombo. I think a number of them left school and went to the bush. And if we are honoring them, then we have to evaluate ourselves. Are we practicing justice, the basic principles of justice, beginning with a fair hearing? Because all of us can commit sin, but also can commit crime. Anybody, any human being is liable to that, intentionally or unintentionally. Now, I didn't choose these readings, by the way. I got them from the team of the minister. I had chosen different ones. Then they alerted me, no, we are the ones in charge of arranging this service. They imposed the readings upon me. I'm now imposing it on all of us, Ugandans, a message that is basic. We cannot build a country united, peaceful, unless we have a basic principle of justice. In the church, in the Catholic Church, we have a department we call Justice and Peace. Formerly it was Peace and Justice. Then somebody analyzed it and said, no, you cannot have peace unless you have justice. So, paying back to the gallant women, foreign and living, means that we have to endeavor in all spheres, at all strata of our society, to exercise justice. Oba kasajja kakadde nnyo kanyago kaliero kannamwandu ekyako kibeere kya oba kalina omusango kawulirizibwe before judgment or sentence is passed. Ndowooza baganda bange kwe kusiima omungi okusooka tusooke tulowooze very deeply, honestly about justice in the family. Tobeera semaka n'ogamba nti nze semaka wano ebijanjalo sente zivaamu zonna zange. A blessed way of the Lord, the just judge, because they gave themselves to prayer, begging that the sin committed might be fully blotted out, the sin of oppression and dictatorship and suppression. Next, the valiant Judas urged the people to keep themselves free from sin, and Judas took a collection from them individually amounting to 2,000 drachma and sent it to Jerusalem to have a sacrifice for sin offered on behalf of the soldiers who had fallen at the battle of Idumea. We are doing like the people of Judah's time. After the battle, the bodies who had fallen on the wall were collected, and they realized that some had given themselves up from the Jewish worship to worshipping the gods of Idumea. And so it was collected an offering for sin to be taken to Jerusalem. As we gather here, all of us, on behalf of our fallen brothers and sisters, we raise our hearts to God to pray that if some of them were not found readily worthy to stand in His presence, the just judge, He may continue to have mercy on them. The mercy of God is unending. We say that in the Psalm, because His grace is forever and ever. He lives outside time. He's beyond time. He's beyond space. So it can never be too late for His mercy to descend on a soul of a departed brother or sister. On this point, I want to conclude. What Judas did was a noble thing, and we are repeating a similar practice today of remembering our gallant men and women who took part in the Bush War in their various ways until Uganda was liberated.